restaurant that are selling more than 5 nights. However, that's only let me make 2 for one restaurant, so I don't really know how accurate that is, what they say, or if it actually works. In my case, it hasn't worked, but I have just walked up to reservations or walked up to get a table, and it's been pretty convenient. So we're going to look at it all and go straight down the order. So Razzle Dazzle, let's take a look at it here. Their app's not the best, but so you scroll down here and you click on the menu. So they have brunch at Razzle Dazzle. It's one of the few restaurants that has brunch, breakfast as well. So they all have like starters and all that. So here's just the menu. We're just going to scroll real slow so y'all can look at it. I went here one day for breakfast, and I had the Razzle Dazzle breakfast. It wasn't bad. And then here at this restaurant, they try to keep it like vegan and healthy stuff. That's why there's a naughty section, and that's where it's like not vegan, so, or not as healthy. And you can pick sides here. The smoked bacon is what most people come here for breakfast for. They love the smoked bacon. I had it. I like regular bacon more, but it's kind of like sweet. It's different. And I don't know. It wasn't bad. It's just not as crazy, in my opinion, as what everybody else said. So here's the stuff where they charge you extra. I have the dollar signs on. One thing I do wish is that the app would tell you how much it costs. It doesn't, which that's kind of annoying. So we'll look at dinner now. I did not go here for dinner. I'm a steak person, so I just ran to the steakhouse every time and just had steak every night. Now, there is a secret menu for this place. They don't advertise it. You have to go ask about it. I don't really know what's on it other than there is some steak. But, yeah, that's all I know. But there is a secret menu. But yeah, let's just scroll through here very slowly for y'all. And let's do the naughty thing as well. Yep, there's that. And then there's a drink menu also. We'll scroll through that. Now, the drinks, there is no beverage like package for Virgin Voyage. What they do is they have a bar tab, and you can pre-buy, like make a deposit on your bar tab before you're selling, and they'll give you an extra percentage or extra dollar amount for free for every X amount. I believe for this selling, it was for every $100 that you bought, you got like $30 in bar tab credit for free or something like that. I don't know. I don't drink alcohol, so I couldn't really tell you, but I saw it advertised. But that's how they do it, though. And from what I was told, the drinks are roughly like regular price drinks of what you would expect it to be for something like this. So yeah, we're done on Razzle Dazzle. And we're going to go back. We'll go to the test kitchen. So this is a weird restaurant. I did not go here either. Like, you're going to see I did not go to a lot of the restaurants. The test kitchen, basically, and if you read this real slow, you'll see what it is. You don't really know what you're getting. There's a menu A and a menu B. And from what I was told, the first half of the cruise will be menu A. The second half of the cruise will be menu B. And we're just going to go straight to menu A and B, and I'll look at the other stuff. And this is all it tells you. Menu A, regular. You're going to get something that has to do with something in that category. And then menu B, you'll get something that has to do in that category. So, yeah, I did not go here. I'm a picky eater, so I didn't want to deal with it. I've heard it's really good, though. It's just I'm a picky eater, so I wasn't going to deal with it. Extra Virgin is the Italian restaurant. Again, I also did not go here because when I get Italian, I just want lasagna or spaghetti. I'm very simple when it comes to that, and I don't even know what half of this stuff is, nor can I pronounce any of it. So I wasn't going to sit here and try it because, I don't know. I feel like I insult them if I don't like their food. So that's why I don't know. I didn't bother trying it. I know I'm supposed to, but I just didn't. So I'm just simple. I want lasagna and spaghetti for Italian, or pizza. So we're going to look at this menu here. I know I just scrolled down actually look at wine bottles too. I know a lot of people like wine bottles. For Italian, it's a big deal. So we'll scroll through the wine bottles. Someone may be curious about that. And you guys can always pause this or something and look at it if you want more time on it. I don't want to have a 20-minute video looking over menus. Alright, so, like, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Or half of this stuff. So, I was literally Googling stuff on the menu on my phone to figure out what I was ordering for some stuff. Like, what is this? So, yeah. I will say that Virgin's food, by far, is the best of a cruise ship that I've ever had. And I'm on cruises a lot. I've been on Royal Caribbean. I'm loyal to Royal. Everyone who knows me knows that. But I've been on Carnival. I've been on NCL. Been on Celebrity. Like, I've been on a lot of cruises. And I will say easily that Virgin, by far, has the best food. The only thing I didn't like, really, was the pizza. Surprisingly. The pizza, I did not think was very good. It was really soggy. And I heard from some people who have been on this boat a lot, or a lot of Virgin ships, that the pizza is either going to be really good or really bad, depending on when you go. I apparently had the really bad one. So here's the restaurant I've been going to all the time, the Wake. I go here every night for dinner, or I try to. And then I have gone for brunch once. It's the Steakhouse Seafood Restaurant. I absolutely love this place. Great theming, just everything about it. Absolutely amazing. So we'll scroll through the wine real quick. I'm assuming the wine's the same at almost all the restaurants. I have absolutely no clue. I can tell there's between red and white wine, and that's about it. Oh, there's dessert wines. Alrighty. And they got all sorts of cocktails. Oh, they got bottomless brunch. Alright, for cocktails. Interesting. Alright, so here's the brunch one. They open at 8 for breakfast or brunch. Get there early. If you don't have a reservation, or else you won't get in. That's how all these restaurants are. You can walk into a lot of the restaurants for brunch and dinner, but you gotta be there early when they first start. Later in the day, you won't get it. So, here we go. I had steak and eggs for breakfast when I went. It was really good. So I did not go for lunch. Interesting. I might have to go for lunch. I didn't even think about it. Filet. Alrighty. So for dinner, I'm going here all the time for dinner. And I have been getting the filet. I really like the filet. It's really good. And I've tried 3 different sides. I tried this French fries, which are the same French fries in the burger bar. I thought they'd be different, and they're not. I had the mushrooms, and those were really good. And then I had the twice baked potato and whatever. I thought that was something completely different. I had no clue what it was. It was decent for what it was. It's just not something that I normally would order. I thought I would get a baked potato that was baked twice. I don't know. I Google searched caramelized onions to look them up and see what they were. Then here's the treat yourself one. This is where you can pay extra for it. The tomahawk steak was $65. So I did look that up on the menu, but it was $65. This is what they charge you extra for. And then desserts. Then I had, what did I have for dessert? I had the apple thing. It was okay. It wasn't what I thought it would be. So yeah, there's the Wake. That's the steakhouse. It is the most popular restaurant on the ship. At least on this sailing it is. Its reservations fill up first. It always has the biggest line. Alrighty, so here's the Mexican place. I also did not go to the Mexican place. When I get Mexican, I typically just get a taco. So this is also when I couldn't pronounce anything or know what any of this is. So I didn't bother going. I've heard it's really good though. I mean, the food all around has been really good. I'm a picky eater, and the food all around has been great. Now, I even had room service. I just wanted to try it. I saw those New York strip steak on the room service. I'm like, well, they have steak on room service. I was impressed with it. And I'll show you all the room service menu too. And the cool thing about the room service is that you can have it like delivered anywhere on the ship, not just to your room. And tequilas. Oh, I know what Don Julio is. Yeah, Patron, I know what that is. But yeah, there's the Mexican restaurant. And then Gunnaby is the Korean barbecue. I did not go here. I just didn't. I know what Korean barbecue is. I stay and go. And this one, you will be seated with other guests, kind of like a Japanese steakhouse, assuming your party doesn't take up the whole table. And here's a little information about it. But yeah, I've heard it was good. I just go where the steak is at. So, K-pop disco water. That sounds interesting. So, yeah. Trying not to go too fast, but I also don't want to go too slow just because, I don't know. I mean, you guys can pause this at any time and just go re-look back at it. So yeah, here's all this. Treat yourself. Now, the Wagyu beef platter was $45. I did ask about that because I was curious in it. Alright, I believe that's the whole menu of the specialty restaurants. Then they have all the stuff you don't need reservations for. I love the name of the ice cream place. Lick Me Till Ice Cream. Like, really? That's 24 hours, the dinner place for the breakfast. 24 hours of breakfast right there. I'm very happy with it. So much better than the buffet. A lot of these places are all in the galley, which is their version of the buffet. Now, the pizza isn't. The dock is in. The dock house isn't. But I believe everything else is. And it's more like a food court. It's a picture of a food court. That's kind of what it is. Alrighty, and let's go look at room service real quick. Their app is not not great. Let's figure out even how I get to room service again. Ah, Ship Eats. There it is. So this is room service, and you can deliver it. Oh, and my app just closed. Yeah, see, I told you app ain't great. You can see my Power Ranger background. Yeah, the app's not great. It closes all the time. That is one thing they gotta get working on. For a cruise ship to rely on their app so much, and they really do rely on their app. Like, they really push their app, and you have to have the app to do a lot of stuff. It's not very good. And I know I'm not the only person to say that. There's a couple other YouTube people who have been on these ships who have said the same thing about the app. It's not very good. It just randomly closes. It does do that. It takes forever to start up, as you can see. We're still starting up. There we go. Ship Eat deliveries. Well, I clicked it. Alright, well, Discover works. Let's go back to Ship Eat deliveries. Services. Let's try it this way. Ah, finally. See, app's terrible. It's probably won't close again. You would think the app would they do better with their app. It's not good. A lot of the cruise line apps aren't great. Royal's not much better. Royal's great for pre-check-in, but once you're on the boat, it has some issues too. But you can get it delivered to like wherever you want. So let me show you. You don't just have to pick your cabin. You can pre-order food. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to change that, but yeah. So you can get snacks, and here's the snacks. Here's the starters. And they do charge you a $5 fee for delivery. But if you get anything, if you order anything that has a surcharge to it, they don't charge you the fee. So any of this stuff, you have to pay the $5 fee on because it says $0. But if you ordered a beer, they wouldn't charge you any fee. So, yeah, they don't charge you any delivery fee if anything in your order has a surcharge. So, yeah. And it took it about 50 minutes for them to get mine. I was very impressed with it. I just wanted to try it. I saw there was a New York strip steak on there. I wanted to compare it to the steakhouse steak and see how it was. Even though, I mean, I've been getting fillets, so there's a major difference. But it was very good for room service. Like, I can't have zero complaints about it. Like, I don't know what JoJo tea is. But yeah, so here's the menu for that. And cans of Coke, $0. They're included with your cruise fare. Soda is included. So, yep. So here you go. There's your food menus for Virgin Voyages. I did not show you the galley menus. I will have the galley menus up in my ship tour video. But yeah, so this is all the specialty restaurants, if that's what you want to call them. They're all included. There is no main dining room. Virgin's different. Everyone knows that. So no main dining. It's all specialty. But yeah, so the food by far is the best on a cruise ship. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And hopefully if you decide to book Virgin, this helps you out a little bit. So you guys, see you later. Thank you. Stay safe.